So what are 3 of the things you should do when your pool has rained so much, I'm talking 2-3 inches, and your skimmer is overflowing? Well, one thing you probably want to do is, in this case, this has actually went down just a little bit, so it is not quite as high as it was. But the first thing you probably also want to do is backwash your pool if the water has come up to here. That way you'll get rid of any water on the overhang of this. It's not really going to hurt anything too much, but if it's not below this level, it's not going to pick up the debris on the top of the pool that's floating around. So just go ahead and kind of get the water down just a little bit so that it's not over full. The second thing you want to be sure and do is go ahead and shock your pool. Kind of need a vacuum in here, but you do want to go ahead and shock your pool after it's rained. You may, if the forecast is calling for heavy rain, want to go ahead and shock your pool before it rains. I know forecasts are not always 100% accurate and kind of hit and miss, but if you know it's coming right at you, you might go ahead and pour a little shock in before it rains. That way you are covered and you don't have to worry about it. And it's going to go ahead and keep your chlorine at a higher level, because once that rain comes in, it's going to dilute the heck out of your water, especially if you get 1, 2, 3 inches or something, and storms and everything, which like what we had. And you'll want to go ahead and shock it, and that way you know everything's good. The last thing that you probably want to do after a rain, and I'm going to do that now, is go ahead and test your pool's water's pH, alkalinity, and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out. Right now, I'm just using Leslie's. This right here is a 4-way test, a 5-in-1 test right here. You get your pH, your free chlorine, bromine, and total alkalinity and stabilizer, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and test this, and of course use whatever you prefer. I've also used Clorox, and those work well. I've got a video on that, and you can actually take a picture with your phone, and you'll go ahead and see what the results are. Your phone will help read this for you. Now you can see that my chlorine level is actually pretty good. It's in the above category. I have my chlorinator turned up fairly high. It's been shocked recently, so that could be another reason. You can see that the pH, I think, has been diluted just a little bit. It's not over worrisome for me though, but I am going to go ahead and, because everything looks good after the rain and it's been shocked, leave the chlorinator going as it is right now. But sometimes you want to go ahead and lower the chlorinator if you're using one, if that chlorine continues to read a little bit hot. Shock your pool before or after the rain, maybe even during the rain. Backwash to reduce the water level if you need to, and check your pool's balance. Now go ahead and check out this other video you see YouTube recommend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on swimming.